Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah. I'm a Christian mystic and Jesus and the Holy Spirit speak to me and through me. Today I'm going to be doing my final card reading for this channel. So I plan to do one more video after this with final messages from Jesus. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. But this will most likely be my last card reading on here. So I'm glad you're here with me today and that you could join me and chose to join me for this reading, for these messages. I also would like to apologize to anyone who I offended with any of my messages I've ever given. If I've triggered you or offended you in any way, I am truly sorry. That was never my intention. I just have a natural knack for it, apparently. So it's not really fun to be me, but yeah, I'm sorry if I have hurt you in any way. So I'm just going to start shuffling. Today we're going to use my two favorite decks, my favorite Oracle deck of all time and my favorite Tarot deck of all time to finish out this series of videos that I have done over the last 3+ years. And most of you have not been with me the whole time, but if you have, or even if you haven't, I mean, just thank you for being here whenever you found me. I appreciate the company on my journey. But apparently my work here is done, so I'm going to try to not get emotional. But if you know me, I'm extremely emotional, so and I can already feel it like coming up. I'm gonna try not to like full out cry like I did on the last video. It's ridiculous. Oh, and I'm not ending my channel because of what my son said to me. That wasn't why. There's a few different reasons why, but I think it's best that I just shut my mouth now before I get myself into any more trouble. And yeah, I think I've said everything that needed to be said. If you've only found my channel recently, fairly recently, and you're disappointed that I'm not going to be doing more videos, feel free to look back on my channel. I have a whole, 3+ years worth of videos that you could watch. I always have the intention that my messages are timeless, so, scroll through, see if anything jumps out to you. Or not, whatever. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. As always, I honor free will. So I wanted to record the messages from Jesus video today right after this one, but I haven't gotten around to actually channeling the messages yet. So I don't know when I'll be doing that, but sometime soon. Okay, we got these three. This one was first, this one was second. I don't know if it matters, but shoot. All right. Well, now I'm super emotional because they gave me a stupid card. You'll see. I did put a box of Kleenex nearby just in case, so, and a bottle of water. 'Cause I found if I start crying, if I take a drink, it helps. Like I don't know. I heard once you can't cry if you're drinking, so I've tried that trick, especially in like movie theaters, and it works. Anyway, hopefully I don't have to use that tactic, but we'll see. All right, so My favorite Oracle deck of all time is the Wisdom of the Oracle, so that's what we're using. We have number 10, Unfinished Symphony. I was hoping to see some new cards here today with this deck that I haven't pulled on camera before, but it looks like we got all ones I've seen before. And then we got number 43, Deep Knowing, because sometimes what you get is not what you want, but it's what you need. Did I say Deep Knowing? I think I did. You can read it. Anyway, unless you're not looking at the screen or you don't know how to read. Number 45, Time to Go. This is the one that made me start crying. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take a drink. Just maybe that'll help. I need to get my voice not. Oh, I hate all my voices when I'm crying. Ooh, grape matches my purple. I didn't even do that on purpose. I just grabbed whatever bottle I grabbed. Okay, and then we have my favorite tarot deck of all time, which is the Lightseers Tarot. And we got the Queen of Swords. And we got the Eight of Pentacles. And we got the Two of Swords. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping for some really great cards for this last reading, and these cards are they're not exciting me at all, but we're just gonna, whatever messages need to come through, that's what comes through, like I said. So we're just gonna go with what we have. Work with what we have, do the best we can with what we've got wherever we are. That's always kind of how I live my life. So I'm like, what if I don't get any messages from this last video? That would be terrible. That'd be weird. I don't know. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys. What? I'm not really getting anything. Did I get the wrong cards? This has literally never happened to me before. I've had times where like it takes a minute for the messages to start, but they always come. Well, the first thing I'm noticing is that 5 of these 6 cards have a woman by herself on them. So that's giving me the message of, kind of like Hermit, even though we didn't get the Hermit card, but the Hermit energy of just kind of being alone, spending time alone, kind of reflecting. She looks very like she's reflecting on things. She's reflecting on her life so far and thinking about where she's been and where she's going and where she is, and maybe, making some decisions about what path to take in life from here. She's alone. Well, she's got the birds, I guess. She's got a bird. But she's alone. She's working alone at her desk here. So, yeah, obviously this is applying to me of like, it's time for me to be alone and to just be quiet and reflect, I guess. I don't know. Time to go. She's walking on this pier or this bridge or whatever it is. She's walking on that alone. Time to go. And then she's alone on top of this egg. Unfinished Symphony. So, but I always know, even if the messages apply to me, they're also always at least for one other person, if not more. So this is applying to somebody else too. This is just time to spend some time with yourself and to maybe not socialize so much anymore for a while. For whatever reason. It could be for a variety of reasons, you know. But yeah, and just the Eight of Pentacles, she's just, this is a card of working hard, you know, working. So, yeah, just working on yourself. But I want to say too, and maybe I've said this before, I'm not sure. But, you know, it's always good to work on ourselves and try to improve ourselves and, you know, look at our shadow side and try to overcome it or not let it, you know, be a detriment to our lives. But also, you are absolutely and completely loved by God, by the divine, by the universe, whatever you want to say, exactly how you are in this moment, in every moment. So you don't need to change in any way to be loved. You are already fully loved. But because I feel like a lot of times, especially like in the spiritual community, or, you know, self-help or new age or whatever, it's a lot of like, oh, I have to, I don't know. It's like you're just never happy with where you're at. You're just always like looking for the next thing and looking to be better and to be a better version of yourself, which is, you know, not a bad thing, but also people then kind of forget to love themselves where they're at and to remember that they are very loved where they're at. So, yeah, don't get down on yourself if you have a lot of gunk in your heart that you need to clear out, or, you know, if you have a lot of trauma that you need to work through or anything like that, you know, you're perfectly imperfect the way that you are. So, yeah, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. This unfinished symphony, it like keeps sticking out to me, but I'm not really getting a message about it. Unfinished symphony. What do you want to say about this, Spirit? So I'm just getting the message that there's something that somebody has, one of you at least, has started working on that you haven't finished. Obviously, unfinished symphony. So, and then with the Eight of Pentacles too, of like working hard, working on something. This is giving me the message that you need to take the time to finish what you've started. So if there's something that you've started but haven't finished, the message here is, or the invitation here is, to get to back working on that and to finally finish it, so that it's a finished symphony, not an unfinished symphony. So, but I'm also getting the message from the unfinished symphony that it's funny because at the beginning I said my work here is done. And the message that I'm getting is your work is never done. Our work is never done. It's never completely finished. You know, like we never know when it's going to be our time to go and when this life is going to be over for us. And people die every day with a to-do list, right? I mean, everybody, you don't ever finish. You don't ever really finish your to-do list. I mean, you might finish one to-do list, but then there's always, you know, starting up another. There's always things to do. As long as you're alive, you have things to do. And when you die, you leave that, whatever you didn't get to, you're just never getting to. Like, and it's ultimately, it's okay. Like it was all the way that it was meant to be. And you did all the things that you were meant to do. Even if you don't feel like you get everything done that you wanted to get done, I guess. The deep knowing card with the owl on it is just giving me the message, which it probably often does, give me this message, I don't remember, but of really tapping into your intuition and listening to your intuition. And trusting your intuition and knowing that your intuition is the voice of God speaking to you through your own heart. And so really take the time to be still and to be quiet for at least a little while every day if you can. I know some people's schedules are much busier than others, and some people just really don't have a lot of time for anything extra or to do this. But everybody can take at least 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes to just take some deep breaths, be still, open your heart, breathe into your heart space. Pray or ask the universe for guidance or signs or messages, and then just be quiet and receive those messages. Receive the messages that you're meant to hear. Yeah. I think that, that's I suppose that's fitting that came out here for my last reading, because that's probably one of my most important messages that I ever give, and I give it I get that message from time to time. This is not a new message, but when you've done as many videos as I have, of course you're going to end up repeating yourself sometimes, and sometimes some people didn't hear it the first time, and now they weren't ready to hear it the first time, or it wasn't meant for them the first time, and now it's meant for them or whatever. So, but yeah, just taking time to be still and quiet and listen to your heart, what it wants to say to you, is one of the most life-changing things you can do, is to just tune out the distractions and tune out all the noise for a little while each day and just be still and be with God and listen. Time to go. Obviously that applies for me, for this, like I said, for this video, that it's time for me to go. I don't know where I'm going, but just not here anymore, I guess. So yeah, for someone else though, obviously it's time to go. This card is a number 45, which would break down to a 9, which is like coming to the end of a cycle. Like you're just in the last bit of hard work before you're done with the cycle. So it's like not quite at the end of the cycle, but almost. So you're like, she's on this bridge or whatever this thing is, and she's almost to this doorway. Is that a doorway? Yeah, that's a door. She's almost to this doorway, but she's not quite there yet, but she's almost there, right? She just has a little bit more work to do, a little bit more to do before she gets to that door. And then I don't know what's on the other side of that door, but be different for everyone, I suppose. But a different part of your life, I guess. A new chapter, maybe, of your story. The Queen of Swords. Already kind of touched on her, I guess, a little bit of being, reflective, looking back, taking stock of your life up to this point. Yeah. I'm also getting from this Queen of Swords too, of like, don't let your emotions overwhelm you too much. It's good to feel your emotions when they come up, and to let yourself really be honest and real, authentic and vulnerable, and to feel your emotions fully. But this card is just telling, like the Queen of Swords, she's kind of more detached, maybe, a little more objective, maybe more logical or whatever. So, and there's this, I always found this on this card interesting, that there's this cup here in this, looks like it's behind bars, like it's in this little cage down here underneath her. I've pointed it out like once before. I don't know. I don't know what the artist was thinking when she made this, or he, I'm not sure. I think it's a she, but Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the artist was thinking when they put that there, but I'm just getting that, like, just keep your emotions in check, like, don't stuff your emotions down or deny how you're really feeling or anything like that, but just, if you're starting to just get overwhelmed by emotion, try to come back to your breath, come back to your heart, try to take a more, like, analytical approach to things. Yeah. Because you don't want to get lost in your emotion. And you don't want it to overtake you, I guess. And the Two of Swords. This is giving me the same message I already got, but reiterating the message of tuning out the noise, tuning out the distractions. You see how she's got these crows? They're like pulling pieces of her hair and flying around, like wrapping it around her, and she's blindfolded. But in this card, she looks like happy. She looks content. She doesn't look like she's annoyed at all with these birds or anything. It's almost like she's just able to tap into that peace inside her own heart and to stay there, regardless of the chaos that's surrounding her and going on around her, that she can just hold that peaceful state of being and to not let it, she's not letting it get to her. She's not letting people and outside things get to her too much. So I guess that's the message there, is just don't let, tune out any of the noise and focus on what's important, and don't let other people control your well-being. I'm getting from this card right now that there's a, I've talked about this before, especially like in the spiritual community or even in the, religious communities. That there's a lot of misinformation, misleading things. There's just a lot. Like that's one reason that Jesus doesn't like religion, really, is just because there's a lot of dogma and rules in it, and a lot of things that just aren't necessary. It's not necessary. Like there's just a lot in the world and in life that is not necessary, I guess. And it's kind of weeding through all of that noise and distraction and nonsense to get to the truth of what is real. And I guess the bottom line of that always comes down to me to love. As I have here behind me, I just got this. It's a shower curtain, actually. I just got this as a background, and I was excited. I thought I got it to use in my videos, and now I'm like doing my last 2 videos. But I guess I can finish out my videos with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it after that, but who knows. Anyway, put it in the drawer with the rest of them, I guess. And this card is just giving me the message of maybe somebody wants to learn how to use different natural tools to assist them. Like she's holding a candle. A candle. It's not necessarily natural, but it can be like made out of beeswax or things like that. And then there's like an aloe vera plant, it looks like, and she's got some crushed up flowers here and some things and books. So it's just giving the message that maybe somebody wants to learn about, how to use, essential oils, or learning about crystals or plants, anything like that. God gave us all of those things for us to use. And over the years on my journey, me personally, I've kind of come to use them less than I used to, just because I find I don't necessarily need them as much, but still, they are things that God gave us to use that are helpful. So yeah, I'm just kidding. Maybe somebody wants to learn about something like that. Maybe that's going to be a new career path for you also, because the Eight of Pentacles is I'm pretty sure it's a Capricorn card. It's a card of, work. Capricorn is the sign of a hard worker. Except for me. I'm a terrible Capricorn. I used to be a really hard worker. Not sure what has happened to me over the years. I've just become more feminine. That's what it is. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so yeah, it could be like a new career path for you. Maybe like selling essential oils or crystals, making crystal jewelry or something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. This Unfinished Symphony has a piano keyboard on it, and obviously the word symphony. So I'm getting music, things with that. So music can be a great tool to help you with your emotions as well. Playing music, or just listening to your favorite music, or listening to different kinds of music. I've mentioned before, music for the different chakras, or binaural beats, or doing sound baths for healing, or things like that also. Just seeing if I'm getting anything else coming through from these cards today. I'm still, honestly, pretty disappointed in these cards. I kind of wish I could just redo this whole video, but I don't have time and pull different cards, because I wanted to have like, I don't know, I asked for like, could we have like some kind of like really positive or upbeat messages, but it's kind of like the same old. And I guess that's probably why I'm supposed to be done doing these videos, because I think I've pretty much just given every message that I could give, like I've said everything I need to say. I'm just now repeating myself, which is, like I said, is fine, because some people won't have heard it the first time or the first few times or whatever, and now maybe they're hearing it now, and everybody's at a different point in their life. But anyway, yeah, it just feels kind of like stale. Like these messages seem stale to me. Like this is just the same thing I always say. So I guess that's a good time to end it then, huh? Good time to end these videos. But like I said, feel free to go back and watch any of my older videos. I always intend that the messages are timeless. So I have lots of videos, lots of card readings, and other videos too. And like I said, I should be doing one final video for this channel, which will be final messages from Jesus. So I'm excited to see what he has to say to you all, and should be interesting. At least that one hopefully will be a better ending video than this one would have been. So I don't know. I apologize if this video is kind of boring. I don't know. The story of my life these days, just kind of boring. Yeah, well, I hope you are doing well, and I wish you all the best on your journey in life. And yeah, I guess all I have to say is that I love you. And again, I apologize if anyone watching this was ever offended by anything I said. I want to apologize again, because I just really don't have control over what's coming out of my mouth when I'm channeling. So it is what it is. I can't take it back. I mean, there's always editing and stuff, but I trust that if it came out of my mouth, that somebody needed to hear it. So even if I end up losing friends or whatever, I guess that's what was meant to happen. So yeah, love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you'll tune in for the final video. But if not, I just want to say I really appreciate you being here with me. I think I've said that like 10 times now, but I just want to make sure that you guys know I really do appreciate you. And it's not, I don't know. It's just time for me to be done with this. So moving on. And I have no idea what's next, but I guess I'm going to find out. So yeah, Love you. See you next time. Bye.